What is going on, YouTube? We are back in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and today I wanted to go over a blast dual blade build that I have been using. Now, as always, we are going to go over the gear, decos, and then we're going to get into the skills and what makes this build tick. So let's get started. Alright guys, jumping into the gear and decorations, we have the Scorned Magna Mallow dual blades with 2 crit jewel 2s, and then in our range page slot we have the Teostra Soul jewel 2. We have the Luna Garon helm, which has a critical jewel 2 and a tenderizer jewel 2. We have the Nargacuga mail that has the tenderizer jewel 2 and a grinder jewel 1. We have the Yukomo Sky Cot with 3 satiated jewel 1s. We have the Teostra coil, which has a blast jewel 2. And we have the Sailor Socks with a tenderizer jewel 2. Our Polar Talisman sports blast attack 2, and then we slotted 2 grinder jewel 1s. Now we're going to go over to the skills and talk about what makes this build move. So let's get into it. Jumping into the skills, I want to go over what will increase our blast build up first, because this is a blast build. So we have, first of all, blast attack level 3, which nets us a 20% increase to our blast build up, and then just a +5 to our build up as well. Next we have Teostra Blessing level 2. We only need level 2 because after level 2 we don't get any increases to blast whatsoever. So with level 2 we get another 10% increase to our blast buildup, which gives us a 30% increase plus that +5 bonus. Now, as far as everything else, I wanted to get damage from affinity, so we went into Critical Eye level 7, which nets us a 40% increase to our affinity, paired with Weakness Exploit, which gives us another 50% when we hit weak spots. So we need to be constantly hitting them weak spots to get us that 90% increased affinity. Now that'll give us a 90% chance to hit crits, which paired with Critical Boost will give us another 40% increased damage to our critical hits. So we have a 90% chance to hit critical hits when we hit weak spots, and then when we hit those weak spots we'll get that increased damage of 40%. Now, other skills that make this build great are Marathon Runner. Marathon Runner is pretty much a must-have for any dual blade user. It pretty much increases your demon mode time by 50% because your stamina drains far slower with Marathon Runner. Now, an additive to our build is Evade Window, which we just get from random pieces of armor. So now we have a greatly increased invulnerability window, or invincibility frames if you know what that means. So when we're rolling through attacks, our invincibility frames are increased greatly, so you can roll through a lot of attacks. So when we are in demon mode and we're dashing around, we could probably dash towards an attack instead of away, because our invincibility frames are so high at this point. Now, like, another key aspect of this build is the free meal. As I've stated before, free meal is just the greatest skill in the game. At level 3 we get a 45% chance to not consume food or drink items, which is our potions, our well done steaks. So that just helps throughout the match, and also any life powder, dust of life, stuff like that, you'll have a 45% chance not to consume. Now, as tag-ons to this build, we have Flinch Free 1 and Wire Bug Whisperer. I think the only thing that's useful here is Wire Bug Whisperer, which extends our duration. You can keep a wire bug by 30%, so when you pick up a wire bug, you'll keep it for an extra 30% longer. Now, that is all I have for the skills. I'm going to go over my switch skills. I don't really change my switch skills so much, so let's jump into that. Alright guys, looking at the switch skills, my red and blue scroll do not change. So we have Demon Flight, Demon Mode, Round / Combo, Spiral / Combo, and Iron Shine Silk. And the two switch skills that I think are the best are Spiral Slash and Iron Shine Silk. Spiral Slash because you do a lot of hits and a lot of damage in a short period of time when you hit all of the hits of Spiral Slash, which allows us to do a lot of damage and proc blast in a short amount of time. Now, Iron Shine Silk, what this allows us to do is when there's an opening after a monster attacks, it lets us sharpen our weapon on the fly without having to switch to a whetstone and go through that really long animation. Even though we do have grinder level 3, it's better to use Iron Shine Silk when you're in battle than to go out of battle and do the whetstone animation. Now, that is all I have for my switch skills, and that is all I have for this video. If there's anything you think I could change to make this build better, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.